Well, day one is over here in Lexington. It is late at night, and coming home, we did buy one horse. It's so weird. It, so I'll start it by saying I went over to look at the filly afterwards. I saw her beforehand. I saw her this morning, but truthfully speaking, we've 800 horses to look at here. Did Sweet Ambitions have the breeding of a horse I was going to bring to you in a video? No, certainly not on day one. A nice filly. She gets some decent breeding. I'm looking at her right here. Chocolatier, Sugar Trader in the third dam. Never. I was going to say it wrong. Never Die, mark at 155, $250,000 made in the second dam. And in the front end of the dam, 3 horses were born. One's got a mark at 58, 15,000 made. So not a ton of pedigree on the first dam, a little bit in the second, and tons in the third. Exactly what we look for all the time. Day one of Lexington is not the spot for Sweet Ambitions, and I think that's why she ended up going as cheap as she did. It was towards the end of the sale. There was a lot of guns firing all night, as you can imagine. You saw the crazy prices. 2 horses went for $1 million. I don't believe there's ever been a horse sold for $1 million in a public auction before tonight, and there was 2 of them on day one. And there was lots of horses creeping up near $1 million also. Just exactly what you'd expect on day one of Lexington. Just a lot of insanity as far as prices go. And I was happy to sit back and watch it all take place. Before the sale, I was informed that one of the horses that we were looking at tonight, a third horse, had failed its vet check. So not a hard fail, just OCD out of the hocks, one in the ankle. Certainly not something I could pay $120,000 for, $110,000 for. Had she gone for Sithwin Shea, had she gone for 60 or 70, then yeah, we'd be in business. But she went for 160, which is well past what we would have paid for had she even passed the vet check. So good luck to the owners on Southwind Shea. It certainly doesn't mean that Southwind Shea won't be a tremendous filly, just not something that I can buy for our clients. Another horse that I had to pass on tonight was Stifler Blue Chip. Nice colt. I liked him very much so. Again, a few little issues. Nothing serious, but enough that was going to keep me from pushing all in with 100, 110, 120,000. But again, a nice colt. I just had to pass on him. A horse that I didn't want to pass on tonight that I did anyway was a beautiful little colt by betting line. His name was the Vig. He was a half brother to Rock and Roll Heaven. Really, really, really good looking colt. Actually, the trainer of Rock and Roll Heaven bought the horse, Bruce Saunders. So I doubt had I bid one more time, could I have got him. So yeah, sad to see him go. I really thought he was a really good looking colt. 50 was about the maximum. When I'm bidding on horses and I'm here or at any sale, the last thing I always ask myself before I put my hand up is this horse worth more than what you're about to pay? If I can't unequivocally answer yes, then I shouldn't be bidding, right? And that's how I feel about the sales. And I thought the Vig was getting right to a saturation point where I thought he was probably worth 50, and we were about to pay 55, so I let him go. And then it came to Sweet Ambitions. This was a horse that, no, I didn't look at this horse before the sale. I watched her in the back ring as I was watching a number of other horses. But I keep telling you guys, you have to be at the sales and ready to pounce. And it's not that Sweet Ambitions was this massive, I didn't steal her from out from under anybody, but she didn't belong on day one, I don't believe, and she got penalized for it. This was probably a $25,000 or $30,000 filly. If you want to look, I got some pictures we'll send out tonight. A little dark, I guess, but I got some pictures that show she's straight. She's a good-looking filly. Her video, her yearling video is very, very nice. You can see when she trots towards the end of the video, perfectly straight again, and we'll do a video of that filly for you tomorrow. So 15,000 American. I don't want to say it was a gift, but probably a little bit less than she was worth. And as I said, I believe she got penalized because she was in the wrong day, especially when you look at the horse before it, sold for 70. The horse before that sold for 185,000. That was a filly that I liked, that I was going to look at. That was the Chapter 7 filly out of All American Standardbreds, 7 high. She went for $185,000. You got all these good-looking horses around, and then in strolls the ring, a good-looking Father Patrick filly. She's probably, how would I say, she's bigger than Harness AM is right now, our other Father Patrick filly. Harness AM wasn't a small filly. I would say she was on the small side of medium. This is a bigger, thicker filly right now. And, you look at the first dam, a mark of 56 is a 2-year-old. This is very important also. A lot of 2-year-old marks in this family, both in the first, second, and third dam. That means a lot. That's very important because, when a lot of these horses in this family are getting to the races as 2-year-olds, more likely that your horse will also. So Sweet Ambitions, although she was the cheapest horse on day one, I wasn't out there just waiting for a cheap horse to go through the ring. I was looking for value. That's my job. My job is to look for horses that should go for more that don't. This filly, although she wasn't going to bring more than 15 on day one because she shouldn't have been on day one, she still would have brought more money tomorrow or the next day, I believe. Good looking filly, decent pedigree, and, at the end of the day, I still believe she's worth more than we paid for her. I don't have to, when you're talking about $15,000, that isn't a Sire Stakes filly that has to race against the $700,000 one that sold earlier. She's just got to get to the races and make some money. We're here to buy good horses and hope they do better than we hope. And I think we're starting off on the right foot. I'm not embarrassed or upset that I bought the cheapest horse on day one. As I said, I'm here looking for value, and I think we found it in Sweet Ambitions. And I dare say there wasn't a whole lot of value going around tonight, was there? So I think realistically I was only close on 2 other horses. One was another Father Patrick filly that sold earlier on, and then the other one I was the underbidder on the VIG. So day 2 we're going to be looking around. Did have an update. I told you guys in a video. I sent it out on an email to a different group of people that were looking at the horse. That horse we were looking at, number 200. He was a Ridgeling, and in actual fact he was checked today. So the way it works is if the testicles are up in the abdomen, one of them or both of them, they're Ridgelings. Both testicles were confirmed in the canal. They just haven't dropped down yet. So he is in fact a colt. Rosie's War Bonds is his name. He is a colt. He does have a little OCD in his left hind ankle. Not really a big deal. It's the one kind that you can or you cannot take out, one or the other. It'll be up to Rosie. It'll be up to you. But at the same time, I think Rosie might go for a little more money than we're equipped to pay, but nevertheless, he'll be green-lighted on day 2. A lot going on for day 2. We posted a ton of videos this afternoon. Curtis got to repost a couple, and we screwed up. They were in the 360, and that was pretty trippy. So Curtis got to repost some of them, but lots of horses going through tomorrow. Now, I did get some emails tonight. Kelly had been working on a way to try to encapsulate all the bills that come with the sales. My expenses being here, the shipping, the taxes, everything, so it's easy. But like most things in this world, it's not as easy as it seems. It's not as easy as you'd like, and I think it needs to be explained a little better today. My apologies, not a big deal. Kelly sent out an email, and I asked her just to clarify in the morning exactly what this means. Even I was a little confused. When I looked at it, it seemed like maybe I was making $12,000 being down here, which is a little unacceptable, and that's on an average of buying 10 horses. So my cost to be here, between my flight, my hotel, even my meals, would be somewhere in the area of $4,000 to $4,500, and certainly not looking to make a bunch of money on being at the sales. I'm happy to be here. It's my job to be here. I want to make sure that we get the horses we're supposed to get. Although we didn't get any of the bigger horses we were looking at, that's fine with me. We got a ton of horses left in the sale. I think we have upwards of 80 videos listed for you guys, and a number of them we're going to be looking at tomorrow and the next day after that. And of course, on day 5, there's a pile of them also. So that is it for tonight. We'll get that clarification on the way that the share prices are. I read the same email you did. I left Kelly and Wendy and everybody in charge of doing it. I had some input, and I said, you know what, it's just a matter of clarifying it. So we had a bunch of crazy prices tonight, as we knew we would in Lexington. Not one, but 2 horses went for $1 million tonight. And a number of horses were getting up close to that. We bought one horse. She was nowhere near $1 million. Good-looking filly. Again, we'll hook on her yearling video, and we will do a video for you tomorrow, because I did not do one for the filly that we purchased. I simply looked at all the horses in the catalogs, what farms they were coming from, and Sweet Ambitions, although she is a nice filly and is put together rather well, she simply was not on my radar until tonight. So that's it from day 1 at Lexington. We'll be at it again here tomorrow. a few more videos to shoot. And the other thing is, we've shot some videos for our clients. If you have some horses you'd like to see, I'd be happy to go look at them. I know there's a couple I have to look at tomorrow, but feel free to send me some of your picks. We'll go tell you whether we like the horse. If we like the horse, we'll do a video of the horse and send it out to our clients, see if we can't pick those horses up. It's always nice to have interest in the horses before we head to the sale. So for me, that's it tonight from Lexington Day 1. We'll be at it again tomorrow. Feel free to send me any emails or any text messages. Pick up the phone or call me. I know everybody says, I know you're busy. Never too busy. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.